But yeah, I would check it out, dude. Underdog Fantasy, check that shit out. It's pretty tight.
No free ads.
Yeah, you know what? They're pretty low key. Put us on there.
They have a nice
put
app.
Put us up on the corner. I'm just pulled up their computer layout for the first time ever, and it's not great.
Yeah.
But it's doable.
So we're finally in fantasy football heaven. The best ball league drafts are going. Everybody's trying to get into a league before the year's out or before the season starts.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, like I said, best ball, I've never done one. I mean, it's kind of cool.
How many leagues are you guys in this year, and how many leagues is too many? Because I was in 5 last year, and it was way too many. I had to draw it back. I'm in 3 leagues this year.
Yeah, I'm 3.
Man, I got 3.
Keep it at low stress. 1.
Nice. I listened to a guy on fantasy radio today who's he was like a, I don't know, he was on some he's like a sports media guy in like some local sports, but he has 84 teams.
I was having the issue
that.
I was having the issue with 5 teams being like, I don't know if should be happy or upset at that play. There's too many teams. I have to figure out I have that. Oh, I'm going against that defense, but they scored a touchdown. But like, it's just like all this shit. It makes it completely unfun.
Could you imagine clicking that little button like on the Yahoo app, like when you click that little like down your little avatar on the bottom left, and like all your teams pop up? Like, dude, like fuck,
pages long. Yeah, dude.
Like, I don't know. Like trying to get a hold of bye weeks 84 teams.
He owes 84 people league fees, and he has like thousands upon thousands of unread texts just from like people in group chats. He's just like,
yeah, dude, his kids take advantage of free lunch at school, and he's making like $100,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he's making like 70, 80 grand a year. Kids are eating free lunch at school because
he's playing every league until they like kick him out, and he'll only pay if his team's 2-0. And he's like, no, I was going to be in this league the whole time.
Dude, well, Missouri needs to get their shit together and get sports betting. Like, they need to get that, sped up a little bit, because this is ridiculous.
It's crazy. You can live in Tennessee. You can't buy alcohol on Sundays before like a certain time. There's all these like fucking crazy Bible Belt laws, but somehow we got sports betting, online gambling. Tennessee didn't even get the lottery until after the millennium. Think about that. Like, it's been less than 20 years since Tennessee has had the lottery.
Yeah, but you guys can fucking sports bet. You guys can throw your
we're the
lives
first
away.
ones, dude. Yeah, exactly.
Dude, we were the first ones to fucking reban abortion, so fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like, top that. But
Midwest.
But we need to get.
And you guys still pay income tax in Missouri too.
Well, I heard that our Lord and Savior fucking Parsons is our senator, governor.
Your governor is Mike Parsons.
Yes. Yeah, he said he's going to lower income tax for Missourians yesterday, so we'll see. I mean, what a fuckhead! I'll give him a thumbs up for that.
Maybe offset some of the tax that's going up federally.
Well, the guy, I won't even fucking look his direction until we get sports betting. Because like I said, I keep swiping to the Pick'em tab on this app, and like, it's so easy to throw money down the drain on this app. Like, I mean, you're a piece of shit. I've like multiple times that I filled out a thing, and like I got the "we're sorry, sports betting's not allowed in Missouri" thing, and I'm like just hoping that one goes through. You know, saying I'm just just a little $5 bet. Like, bro, I'll fucking drive across the bridge and hit enter. You know what I'm saying, and turn right back around.
You can do that in Illinois, can't you?
Yeah. There's a
DraftKings
at Casino Queen. There's a DraftKings right across the bridge, and I've actually got a couple buddies that left River City who are working there now. Shout out Morgan Hens, my man. He's working the overnights at DraftKings. I don't know how the fuck he's still doing that shit, but yeah, dude. So people just drive over there and just like
park there for 5 minutes.
Waste.
Yeah. There's like stories about people who like just take the train in New York or the the subway and take it to New Jersey just so they can fucking place their bet, and they don't even get off at a stop. They just like literally they place their bet and they just go right back home.
They're like, "Sir, are you getting up?" They're like, "No, we're fucking."
I'm taking the full loop.
You don't even like let go of your little armrest thing. You're just like, "No, dude, I'm not even fucking moving."
It's ridiculous. You guys should definitely have the right to ruin your own financial freedom and have financial obligations.
We got medical
horrible
pot.
institutions.
We got medical. The Missouri in the Bible Belt, the dead center of the Bible, got medical pot before it got sports betting. Like, I feel like you would think of all places, the Bible Belt would be like, fucking God wants you to bet. You know what I'm saying? God wants you to gamble. Like that.
God says the luck's on your side tonight.
Yeah, dude. Like, that's so wild that like that out of everything that we don't want, like, that medical weed was like the last thing these fucking rednecks wanted, and like it's here, and like it's just crazy that I don't know, it's coming, but Underdog Fantasy, check it out.
So it's one app, right? Because I know like FanDuel does 2 apps. Like they have the FanDuel Fantasy
Sportsbook,
right?
Yeah, no, this is all one. That's what's so easy
about
it.
Yeah, that's even
fucking terrible because like literally it says drafts, like leagues, and then it's like pick 'em, and like you don't even have to click on pick 'em. You can just put your finger in the middle of on your thing and slide, and like you just go over to the next thing. And I'm just like, fuck, dude. So I did make 2 daily MLB things for. I've never done MLB fantasy really either, so I did that today for $5 because they match your donation. So that's what's cool about it. They match your first donation up to $100. So I was like, yeah, fuck it. So I put $20 in because I'm not that big of a piece of shit. So I, started off with $40, joined a $10 league, and then did 2 $5 entries. So I'm still sitting on a hot 20.
Burning a hole in
10
your
or 11 a night.
Bankroll.
Dude, didn't make a dent. Didn't make a motherfucking dent. Okay, so it's all right.
Dude, I swear though, boys, I was telling you guys earlier, we're gonna do our league. So I talked to you guys about this a couple weeks ago, but for obviously the podcast listeners, I'm going to in our league get everybody to vote on our favorite matchups each week, and we are going to put I'm going to put a $10 bet on it each week. And if our parlay hits, which if you do it like a 12-leg parlay, it's like exponent. I mean, $10 could end up being like $75,000 or something crazy if the odds are far enough.
Oh, baby, yeah, dude.
And so the idea was to possibly add that to the winners pot. I've been thinking about it more and more, and I swear if one of those fucking huge bets hits, I'll split it evenly with the group. But I am not like going to be like, yeah, I have this 75 grand sitting in my pocket and I'm going to give it over to the winner of this fantasy football league. Dude, there would be like you need a class action lawsuit to pry that money out of my hands. You guys would find out who I am real quick. You'd see my true colors.
Well, can you imagine the tax hell that would be?
Oh,
because you won it, and then you're giving winnings as a gift to somebody else.
Andrew, do you know how insufferable your brother would be if he was the fucking second place guy in that fucking league?
His brother would blow that in a week on fucking junk food and fucking. Well, knowing your brother, he would just put it in the bank and keep spending mom's money. Like that's how it would go. He would save. He would put his own money away. And then in every situation, he's like, "Yeah, I'm broke," but then like at certain situations, he'd be like, "But I got 30 grand sitting in the bank, of my own money."
Alex spends his own money, man. He really does.
Yeah,
he does a good job down there. Shout out ATL.
Blowjobs in Atlanta pay. It's but yeah, dude. Speaking of Atlanta, there's Shan was talking today that she's got a friend that's moving to Atlanta, and there's like a small chance that she gets hired in Atlanta doing the same shit that chick's doing. So if Shan got hired in Atlanta, I would fucking take that in a heartbeat.
Come on down, baby.
Hell yeah, dude. You be not too far from me either.
Yeah,
bro. That'd be
literally a nice city too.
No, yeah, let's not. Yeah, we'll save that for another one. Zach and Jeremy and my dad, they all live under one roof, so we'll just leave it there. But so it'll just be me and Shan and Alex Pepper holding it down in Atlanta, dude. And how far is Atlanta from you, Jack? Like a couple hours?
It's like 3 hours or something like that.
Say 3 or 4.
It's not
probably.
a hard drive either.
Yeah,
Middle of
I love
nowhere.
Atlanta.
It's an easy shot.
So we'll see. But other than that, what else is going on? Fuck else are you doing?
I'm gonna be doing a podcast from the beach next week.
Yeah, that's titties.
Going down
Nice.
to Gulf Shores. Gonna have a good old fashioned hot fudge out of a shark's mouth at Souvenir City. Fucking best place in the world. No, but it's a cool town, and I don't know how the logistics of doing a podcast from the beach are gonna work. I wonder if I could figure it out to be able to film on the beach, but we'll leave that. I think there's too much wind, and I really don't see that working out well.
Yeah.
But maybe we'll get one from the condo overlooking on the balcony or something like that.
There you go.
It'll be a fun little time. I can't miss the finale leading off to the, Well, actually, no. Next week won't even be the finale. It won't even be. It'll be the NFC North, which
Right.
Yeah, NFC
That'll
North
be a good one.
I got to remind myself he's even in the NFC North. To be honest with you,
Aaron Rodgers and his
his
ayahuasca usage will probably be brought up a couple of times.
Yeah, bro.
Look at the Vikings too.
That's so wild that he just everybody's getting suspended for the dumbest shit, and then he's just like, "Yeah, bro, I'm just fucking tripping balls all the time."
Did you see NFL
MVP? I fuck around.
Did you see the NFL had to come out and be like, "Yeah, we're not going to test, or there's going to be no disciplinary action for Aaron Rodgers." I'm like, all right, like, how does that work? I don't know.
Yeah, they're like, "Fuck it, dude. He's a white guy with a mustache. We're not suspending him. It's all good." But yeah, that'll be good. Well, I mean, AFC North though, this is a good one. This is like the
I'm excited.
The holy grail of, at least for three of us. I mean, Jack's already had he's already pumped 2 nuts into us.
Yeah, we started off.
That was Jack started off with back-to-back fucking just loads. So here we are. Now it's the AFC North.
I think the goal of this segment, the whole AFC North, should be that you guys convince me, because I have heavy doubts on the Browns. You convince me why they have a chance at winning this division this year. I think if you guys can, if you guys can make
that for me,
wait, hold on,
if you can make any solid argument for it, I'm all ears. But
yeah, I don't think you're going to get that.
Wow. I thought you guys would be. I thought you guys would be more homered.
I know we're fans, but we're also realists. Okay, we don't just blindly go into the season thinking that we're just gonna go 17-0 and march into the playoffs. It's just not feasible.
Yeah, if Deshaun Watson was here all year long, they are definitely a Super Bowl contender. So that is 100% my opinion. But I mean, they're not going to win a fucking division with Jacoby Brissett, aka Joshua Dobbs. I mean, Joshua Dobbs looked really good. I mean, are we just going to start with the Browns? Let's just.
I was going to end with him.
Are we going to end with the Browns? Okay, let's just end with the Browns then. Let's quit talking about the Browns and let's go.
Then we can
let's go to the
scummiest.
Let's go to the scummiest fucking team in the NFL. Let's do the Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's get them out of the way.
That's saying a lot right now.
Yeah, let's get them out.
I don't even like putting this up, dude.
We're going to drain the swamp here.
Yeah,
exactly what we're doing.
I did say in our AFC South podcast that they do have the worst fans, and I stand by that.
Dude, Pittsburgh people they're a different breed.
It's an inbreeding, but it is a breed.
Fuck anyone that says that Hines Ward should be in the Hall of Fame. That's a nice blanket statement.
Dude, he survived that. Did you guys ever see that when he was playing in a game once and the whole fucking stadium fell apart? There was all these bombs going off and he was returning a TD. Did you guys ever that was crazy. That was one of the craziest highlights I've ever seen in my life.
I mean, I've heard he's a war hero, but I don't know if that does he.
And then Bane came out. You guys remember Bane?
Bro, Bane won a fucking Brazilian jiu-jitsu competition over the weekend. I don't know if you saw that, but he won a fucking gold in a
very nice armbar.
Yeah. So
so Tom Hardy won
put some goddamn respect on Bane. Yeah, Tom Hardy.
He's a legit badass.
Imagine you step out on the mat and that guy steps out on the mat and you're like, fuck. Because like Tom Hardy's one of those guys that you usually look at and you're like, he probably can't fight or do anything because like he's just like this top heavy fuck. But then like when you find out that he actually can kill you, that's pretty terrifying.
Imagine he's like you have him on the ground and you're like thinking you're gonna win, and then all of a sudden all you hear is, "Do you feel in charge?" And then he flips you, gets you, takes your back and fucking taps you out. Like,
or he just fucking puts his hand through your chest and pulls your heart out and fucking just like gives it to your family as like a memento, or like a fucking, and it's just like you're just dead. Like that's how I would imagine wrestling Bane. I mean, fuck that. But
fucking A.
But back to the Steelers. Yeah, these dudes suck.
It's
and
ugly,
they've got a good receiving core. They've got a really good receiving core. I love Deontay Johnson. It's a goddamn shame that he is a Pittsburgh Steeler. Najee Harris is a true bell cow. I mean, you're not going to hear any shit talking on that guy. I think he's a great running back. Everything after that is trash. If Benny Snell is your backup running back, I'm sorry. You've got three question marks at quarterback. I assume we're getting Mitch Trubisky to start, but Kenny Pickett
he's won the job, right?
Has anyone won?
Well,
I don't think anyone won anything. I think
people seem to like Pickett doing it.
I think by default they just had to give one to the job. So Mitch got the job in the retard fight, and Kenny Pickett looked really good the last 2 weeks though, and I can't believe I'm saying that. He looked a lot better than he did in camp. So I would assume that we probably have Kenny Pickett by week 4. I don't think
say
that
6, but yeah, it'll be quickly.
Maybe. Well, yeah. I mean, when we get to the schedule, I guess we'll look, because I mean, I think it really depends on when their bye week is. I think they'll probably try to, if they have a late bye week, I think that they make the change earlier. If they have like a week 7 bye or something, maybe they fucking try to get to that.
At what point did he, or did he play? He played in Buffalo last year, right? So he didn't play at all.
Trubisky, he came in for a few.
Yeah, I think he might have played in like blowouts and stuff. And I think he might have played like at the end of last year when they rest their starters. I think he might have had a.
And he played well. So there was a lot of hype as to who was going to get him this offseason.
Which is crazy to think about.
Yeah. But hey, no love for the Nickelodeon MVP.
So you got one guy, Mitch Trubisky, who hasn't had like much, NFL experience in the last year and a half. Then Mason Rudolph has, obviously he's only played like 3 games in the last 2 years, and he got fucking a helmet smashed.
Yeah,
in his head on one of them.
And he got assaulted in one of them. Ho ho, dog check.
And he may have said some bad things. We don't know to Myles Garrett.
Look at him. He's racist.
He's racist. Well, we'll just leave it at that. But Kenny Pickett, no, Nick's right. Yeah, preseason, dude. He can run. Remember that run he had in college with the fake slide and everything?
Dude,
I mean,
that was nasty. The Kenny Pickett fake slide is is honestly one of the coldest college plays I've seen.
They had to they had to change the rule the next day. They were like,
literally, he didn't drag his toe. He dragged like his whole foot.
That he literally like went into a slide and just said never.
Kept his balance. He's like,
oh, that's right. He almost went on his knee. That's right.
It almost looked like a baseball slide.
The next guy that does that's gonna blow everything in his knee, and
yeah,
that's a once in a lifetime thing. I mean, Kenny Pickett's nice, other than the fact that
he's got small hands. I don't
baby
like that.
hands. Yeah,
baby hands. Don't like.
He has baby hands. Barstool, no free advertisements, but Barstool, well, I guess we'll get the check in the mail. But they are on. They did Pardon My Take. Is it Pardon My Take? Whatever that fucking show is.
Yeah.
They did like a thing where they rated quarterbacks today, and Kenny Pickett had his own like his own like division, and it was
his own tier.
Large hands is what they called him. So I thought that was pretty good. But yeah, I mean, look, in all seriousness, like Pittsburgh is pretty fucking good everywhere besides quarterback. I still don't think that I mean, when we get to the Browns, I'm going to compare everybody to the Browns. And I don't think I just argued with my buddy Adele about this the other day. I don't think that they're better. I mean, their receivers are better. That is it.
I think one thing you got to consider is Ben Roethlisberger was Ben Roethlisberger, but the last 2 years of Ben Roethlisberger, I don't think a Mitch Trubisky is too far of a step down from where this team was last year in terms of the quarterback play, right? I mean, So
I agree with you.
And if Juju Smith-Schuster, he was injured for a good portion of last year. He didn't play a lot. He also wasn't the number one. He's not. He hasn't been the number one for a while. So Deontay Johnson has the ability to make citizen quarterbacks look really, really good because he can be a playmaker, open field. I don't like the idea of trying to bring down Deontay Johnson. He can catch 12 balls a game, but then. Chase Claypool, he's Canadian, so I don't think he's going to do well. But George Pickens, he's a rookie.
Dude.
He's been looking pretty fucking deadly in camp. I mean,
about camp highlights exactly.
If you get a quarterback on this team, they could literally just continue to ride. And I don't know how they keep getting lucky with this franchise and getting awesome fucking wide receivers just fall in their
draft
lap.
Well, man.
They draft wide receivers better than almost anybody, and I think
I would say anybody else.
And let's just and I'm just going to step right in here. I agree with you, but I'm not going to give them too much credit on George Pickens because George Pickens literally fell in their fucking lap. I mean, other teams were like actively passing on George Pickens. So props to them for taking him, but like every team for like the 10, 15 picks ahead of them, every one of them should have been George Pickens. So it was like. When he got taken, it was almost like about fucking time. It was like Nakobe Dean with the Eagles. Like, look, I love the Eagles, and I'm so happy he's an Eagle. But when Nakobe Dean got drafted, it was kind of just like about fucking time. Same with Malik Willis. I think with the Titans. Everybody was kind of like when he went there, it was like because he was was he a first rounder? Was he end of first round?
Third round? He ended up being drafted in the third round. Yeah,
right. So it's like but I mean, definitely props for them for drafting him. George Pickens is a savage. I definitely think he's nasty.
I like Pat Freiermuth too as a tight end.
Thank you. I was going to say him.
I think they have really good.
Looks like a firefighter.
All the pass catchers on here can play. Like when they have their games, they can play.
So, Pat Freiermuth looks like he could have been like at a gay wedding and like for a fighter fire, like in a fucking I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. Like he seems like he would have been like one of the gay firemen. You know what I'm saying? He's got like that. The crew cut and like that thick mustache, you know what I'm saying? Like
I can see it. Yeah, I can see
him he's a Chuck and Larry for sure.
So Pittsburgh has a really bad something just stand out in the middle of the room. It's been one of their strengths for the last 6 years that I can remember. Their offensive line is awful, guys. Ranked 30th in the NFL.
Yeah, they're terrible.
But if you got
this problem.
But if you got this twink firefighter who's a tight end, he can pretty much play O-line.
Well, yeah, he's holding. I mean, he's holding on. You know what I'm saying? Like he's going to get you a few extra seconds of blockage. So I definitely like it. I mean, look, their own line's bad, but on the flip side, here's the other thing that I guess you could argue for Pittsburgh over Cleveland. And honestly, it's just one fucking player. And that, if we're going to the defense, TJ Watt might be one of the, it might be the best, linebacker fucking rusher in the league. I mean, the guy's just disgusting, but that's just one guy outside of him. I mean, Cameron Hayward's nice. He's getting a little old. I think.
Minka back there.
I miss you, Larry Ogunjobi.
I do miss Larry Ogunjobi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I do like their secondary. I mean, Cameron Sutton, Mika Fitzpatrick. I like Devin Bush. I think he is kind of always been kind of a letdown, but I think he has the potential. I think he has a lot of talent.
Say the same thing for Miles Jack, I think.
Yeah,
Miles
absolutely.
Jack. But TJ Watt. I mean, the guy is. Did he win Defensive Player of the Year last year, or was that?
I think so.
Did Miles? Yeah, I think he might have won it.
Yeah, I know he did. He had like 18 sacks last year.
Yeah, just ridiculous. So defensively,
he tied the record last year, didn't he?
Yeah, I believe so.
I think he tied Strahan's record, or was like a sack below it or something.
Most sacks of the season for 22 and a half.
Yeah, because I remember everybody. It was between him and Micah Parsons. I remember Micah Parsons almost won Rookie of the Year or Defensive Rookie of the Year and fucking Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, just a savage.
That'd have been wild.
Generational. Good Lord. And if you don't know who he is, head on over to Nick's Dynasty Sleeper team. Check him out. He now can flex to D-line and linebacker. So I'm sorry to the rest of the league. But yeah, TJ Watt is a savage. They haven't really taken any steps back as far as defense.
I agree.
Before we go to the Sketty, can we add 2 guys to the all-name Hall of Fame. We got Montravius Adams and Isaiah with 2 H's, Loudermilk. I like those names.
Loudermilk. Oh my gosh! Right, defensive end, second.
And Montravius Adams. I like both
Right
those
above.
names. We're gonna add those
pick.
to the all. Yeah, those are the all NFL name team guys for sure. Those guys are like second team.
You got like a Killebrew.
The all pros are Corn Elder.
We got it down on special teams. They hold on the same guys. Boswell, of course.
Bozzie, Presley Harvin.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck them. So anyway, so we get to the schedule. I know that we've got a Browns game pretty early.
Yeah, last year 9-7-1 for the Pittsburgh.
9-7-1. Yeah, so there, and that's three big boys right out of the gate. Cincinnati, I would say, is probably a loss. New England, who knows? Look, I think New England. I think Pepper and I were talking about this. I think they're a little too hyped. I think I've even been, a little guilty of like looking at them and kind of like when you really look at them, like, and I've been kind of watching their preseason and like, I do think they're a team. There are going to be weeks where like they probably should win that they don't win, and I think that this could definitely be one. I mean, TJ Watt could fucking ruin Mac Jones' day, in a heartbeat. So you can ruin anybody's day. So that's a question mark. Cleveland, I'm giving them an L. I don't give a fuck if we have Jacoby. I don't care if we have Josh Dobbs. I don't know if you've seen future Hall of Famer Josh Dobbs in the preseason, but he's a fucking stud. And I'm not gonna. I don't think he's really ready to start in this league, but I feel a little bit more comfortable than I did of having, of him being a backup to Jacoby than I did 2 weeks ago. The last 2 weeks he's looked really good. He's run the ball really well.
Prime video game for that fucking game.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a stink. It's gonna be a stinker.
Yeah, I mean Jacoby versus fucking Mitch Trubisky,
or Mason Rudolph,
or fucking racist Mason Rudolph. Yeah, dude,
Mason Rudolph revenge game. Him and I would watch that.
Bro, what if Myles Garrett walks out and hands him the helmet he hit him with, and he goes, "Remember this, bad motherfucker? Remember this?" He goes, "Just think about it." And then he sends him, and then he pats him on the ass and sends him back to because he's not going to be a captain. So Myles is going to be standing out there waiting for the coin flip. Mason's going to be standing like second row in that long row of like rows of people on the bench. People aren't even going to know he's there. So fuck him. So that's going to be an L. They'll probably beat the Jets unless Big Dick, Milfucker Zach Wilson's there. Well, yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You hear Big Dick and you don't know which one of their quarterbacks you're talking about because one guy has had a 5 o'clock shadow and he's been drinking whiskey since the 3rd grade, and the other guy is
elite. Joe Flacco is elite.
Yeah, Joe Flacco's elite.
He has been.
Well, that's what I was talking about with the 5 o'clock shadow. I feel like Joe Flacco's looked like he's needed to shave for about 20 years. Like he just has like that. Like, like when people let their neck kind of get out and like you start seeing it like where it's a little longer in other places, like he's kind of getting there. Like he smells like whiskey.
He takes that beard trimmer and puts it on 2 and they're like, all right, you have to go throw balls now. He's like, yeah, he's like just about there. He's like, I've been perfecting this shit for 5 years. I've had 5 o'clock. I've had 5 o'clock shadow for 105 o'clocks in a row. And then
you swing to the other side of the pendulum and you have the baby face assassin, fucking, like I said, the MILF fucker himself, Zach Wilson, who, he may or may not be ready to start the season, but you got to be thinking he's going to be pumping and dumping while he's on the sidelines preparing for his big return. I mean, his MILF count's going to be in the double digits by October.
It already is. You mean triple digits?
So what do you guys got these guys? What do you guys got these guys for a record?
8-1.
8-1.
Who the fuck are we gonna tie? Who are they tying?
Who are they tying? Probably like Indy.
Yeah. Okay. I think they have a winnable schedule between like Indy, Atlanta, Baltimore, Carolina. I feel like they could win they have a chance to win those games.
I said 6-11. I said 6-11.
I think Mike Tomlin is going to not have a losing record.
That's the factor, right?
That's what I'm saying. Mike Tomlin will not go below 500, which is why I gotta say 8-1.
But maybe this is the first year. I'll go 7-9.
Yeah, that's my hot take this year. This is the first year he doesn't go 500. Bro, I'm looking at this like who?
That's awesome.
Like the Jets,
they've had a winning record since he's.
That's what I mean. He's never even had. He's had a winning record. I don't even. Yeah, I'm like, no, he's had a just a non-losing.
Nope,
pretty sure it's non-losing.
It's a win. I'm pretty sure it's a winning record. Or maybe you're right. You could be right.
I'm pretty sure it's just non-losing.
I'll let you be right, and I could be right next time.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we'll see. But either way, he's not. They're not. I don't think they're going to finish 500.
Yeah, dude.
Bro,
I mean,
they're going to beat Atlanta. Maybe they're going to beat. I mean, like, look,
Carolina.
That is a rough fucking schedule. Like,
Carolina.
I think they're going to lose to Cincy, Cleveland, Buffalo, Tampa, Miami, and Philly before the bye week, and then they're going to lose to New Orleans, Cincy, and Indy coming out of the bye. In my opinion, I think they beat Atlanta, Baltimore. I'll give them one of the Baltimore games, so we'll say they lose this one. Beat Carolina. I mean, what do you think? I mean, I don't know. Who knows what Baker Mayfield? If Baker Mayfield looks like he did the last time he was fully healthy, and CMC's still there, who the fuck knows? Vegas, it looks good. I'll get. They're going to lose this one, and then I guess we'll give them a Cleveland game. I don't. I won't say Cleveland's going to sweep them, but
I think if you're a Pittsburgh fan, your best bet for having an actually good season is if Kenny Pickett can not only start quick, but he can be good and consistent quickly. Because if he ends up being a guy who can throw for 300, 350 a week, I think the running game's good enough. I think the O-line, from what we got an O-line rank on them.
Dude,
Andrew?
I told you, they're literally 30th in the league. They could not be worse.
Maybe
their
not.
offensive line has gone significantly downhill since last year.
You're talking play action. You're talking quick passes.
Yeah. Well, and that's the problem with play action is that you got to be able to establish the run.
Yeah, which they can.
And are you gonna burn out your rookie quarterback and throw him into the flames before you can get some people around there to protect him? Ugh.
By the way, Mike Tomlin is it's just not losing record. He's got 1, 2, 3. He's got 3 8-8 seasons in his career: 2019, 2013, and 2012,
which is insane. I mean, that's a stat.
It's still a stat, but still, he's gone 8-8. So he definitely. This is going to be the year they don't win 8 games this year.
7-9, you said, or 7-9-1.
I guess. I mean, we'll give him 7 wins. I mean, just so I'm not a dick on here and I'm not a homer. Yeah, we'll give him 7 wins.
Well, I guess no, it'd be 7-10.
7-10.
Yeah.
I said 6-11.
I'm gonna go 6-11.
That's what I think, dude.
Wow. All right.
I think they finished last in the division. I think we finished 3rd, which we'll get to.
Yeah.
But I think Pittsburgh's the worst team in this division by far. But because I think all the other teams are just so fucking good everywhere, and we'll get to that. Like I said, people are, I've been arguing this Browns take all week. I mean, we're good everywhere. But
Jack, what was your ballsy hot take for the year? What was your big?
Which one?
I have a couple. The Titans aren't going to lose a game in the division this year was one. I think that was the first one. And Jeffrey Simmons is the best defensive lineman in the NFL.
We backtracked on that one, I think, didn't we?
We did a little bit. We retracted our statement a little bit. No, but
you said something else like crazy where I'm like, Nick with the 6-11. That's ballsy.
Yeah, I have a couple hot takes for this division. One of the things I'm kind of noticing, because I'm not a big AFC North guy like you guys, and just as an outsider's opinion, if Kenny Pickett can be something, that you guys might have the best quarterback division in all of football. I mean, if you have Kenny Pickett, who's a stud, Deshaun, Joe Burrow, and Lamar, I mean, you're talking about an MVP, a future star in Joe Burrow. Deshaun Watson, I think people forget, top 5 quarterback when he's fucking. I mean,
last time he was on the field, he was the best quarterback in football.
Do you guys? I think people are gonna be blown away by that too, because it's just like, dude, do you guys not remember? It was who's better, Pat Mahomes or fucking Deshaun, and that was a legitimate conversation.
Yeah,
and that was during Pat Mahomes' fucking rocket year. So,
yeah, and I think you're right, Jack. I think they definitely rival the AFC West.
I mean, this could be a really good. I mean, that could be.
Yeah, I was gonna say Mahomes
quarterback
and Josh
division
Allen are in a league or in a division, right?
Justin Herbert and Pat Mahomes are.
Yeah, Justin Herbert and Mahomes.
You got Derek Carr and Russ there too. I mean, that's
Derek Carr and Russ. Yeah, that one's getting pretty good.
That's really good.
AFC really is just like quarterback. Everyone's got a fucking quarterback
the way the players play.
Besides the Pittsburgh Steelers, at least until we see it until we see it.
Right.
Okay, so moving on from them, I guess it can only be up from
to
here, but I mean we'll go to the second.
Baltimore.
Yeah, we'll go to the second. My second least favorite team in this division, which is the Baltimore Ravens, who at one point took our goddamn football team. So, but we still have one, and we've both kind of made a little comeback here. We're both in the conversation, which is nice. We all can have nice things, other than Baltimore apparently, because everyone is hurt besides Lamar Jackson and Rashad Bateman. But Mark Andrews looks good. They've got the fucking stud of preseason right now, and Isaiah Likely, the kid at tight end, who
he looks nice.
I mean, the kid's ridiculous. They're led by Lamar Jackson. Yeah, Mark Andrews is, probably the best tight end. Mark Andrews is the best tight end in the AFC at this point.
He stole my fucking soul last year. I hate him. I hate him for it. He's so good.
I still think that, it's still him at 1A, 1B with Kelsey, but I would say that, if I was starting a team today, I would take Mark Andrews over.
No question.
Just going forward as far as age and stuff. But yeah, he's probably the best tight end in the AFC, unless I'm forgetting somebody. But, Lamar Jackson, who I think is probably going to come out and blow the fucking doors off things this year because, he wants to get paid. He deserves to get paid. The man is... he's a great quarterback. The guy, his throwing is kind of a question, and it's been under fire for years. But
he's not going to get locked up long term. That's just
he's not going to get
situation. If he thinks Baltimore's going to give it to him, he should have luck.
Yeah, I don't think I'm with you. I don't think he gets the contract. But I guess the other question mark when it comes to this team would be wide receiver. Rashad Bateman is, the one is also our pepper nice fucking receiver and our number 2 in Yahoo. So a lot of questions surrounding him. Him and Dever Duvernay have a lot of hype around him. Rashad Bateman has apparently been a stud all camp, and him and Lamar Jackson have got a pretty good relationship. And if they can get their running back situation, if they can come back, if they can get Gus Edwards, who I just read today, I guess got put on, he'll be out the first month of the season. I think he got put on the PUP today.
That's official.
So he'll be out the first month of the season. Now you're looking at hopefully J.K. Dobbins can come back week 1, and then Mike Davis. Who, look, I know Mike Davis. We all 4 of us kind of have fun. The whole league, our whole dynasty league, kind of has fun with Mike Davis. But the last time he was a full-time starter, he was serviceable. He's actually really good,
in Atlanta,
or not Atlanta, but where was he before that?
He was in Carolina backing up Christian McCaffrey when he went down.
But he wasn't really but dude, the moment he got the fucking reins in Atlanta, which I'm not saying he wasn't terrible in Atlanta, but Cordell Patterson basically fucking popped the fuck off. There was no use for Mike Davis.
When you think of Baltimore football, you think about camo sequenced jorts, and you think about running the football. And if the jorts will be there, but they will not be able to run the football if J.K. Dobbins is really fucking good, but he also is coming off an injury that most people don't come back from at 100%. So if they can't run the ball, I think Mark Andrews, if you're talking about fantasy purposes, is going to be fucking incredible. He's going to lead the team in targets and receptions. I think. Unless Bateman can get open on some fucking gadgets and some deep bomb. I see him as kind of more filling that Marquise role that was left open, like the big fucking deep threat kind of, big playmaker type. Because for all other plays that are going to be running for Baltimore, it's going to be pound the rock, get Lamar to, spread the defense and get a couple of rushes and then chuck it down to Mark Andrews. I don't see much in the playbook that's outside of that.
Yeah. This is a team that has 20 plays.
Mm-hmm.
It's a truncated playbook.
And I think it's going to be interesting to see what they do with this Isaiah Likely kid, because I was reading today that how hard is he going to pop off, and how hard are you going to let him pop off before you have to you have to kind of bring him in at some point. Obviously Mark Andrews is the guy, but are they going to have to start finding a way to put 2 tight ends out there? The kid is just popping off every time he gets on the fucking field. So I don't, it's either going to be, this is a 50-50. It's we're either going to have an explosive offense that puts it all together and it's going to be hard to stop. or it's going to, a lot of these guys are going to be hurt and the passing game doesn't go the way everything, the way it's supposed to. And it's going to be a little less than.
I think those chances are more likely.
I think you see flashes. That's what I think. So in terms of offensive line, you're looking at 17th. So kind of middle of the pack in terms of offensive line quality. J.K. Dobbins is a good running back. We've seen it when he's healthy. He looks really nice out there. I definitely think they're going to have to go double tight end, though. I mean, especially with these wide receivers, I don't see any way around that.
Yeah, you might be running a set with 2 running backs and 2 tight ends.
Yeah, that would look crazy out there. But it would work with Lamar, I think. It's almost Wildcat-esque. You know what I mean? Where you kind of like really bunch up and you don't like spread out the defense like normal.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a tray. That'd be kind of wild.
Everybody inside the hashes.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Exactly, dude. It could work, especially with Lamar's speed. And I know that Rashad is kind of a burner too. I think he'll probably lead in yards, just to comment on what Jack said. But I definitely think Mark Andrews has the most catches. I mean, that's almost a foregone conclusion, barring injury, I think.
Yeah. Is Lamar going to be able to, as he gets older, he's going to have to rely, I would think, more with passing the ball.
No doubt. Well, that's the thing.
I read somewhere he's already taken like some crazy amount of tackles. He's already taken like 800 or 1200, some just amount that no quarterback should take. Like, I just keep thinking like, eventually something's got to give.
Well, and you think he's probably got to get better, right? As a passer, like he's been in the league now a couple of years. He certainly was a little rough coming out of college, I think, but you expect quarterbacks to develop the more that they're in here.
Maybe he'll wear a diaper this year and not shit the fucking pants and have to go get his underwear changed in the middle of a fucking game-winning touchdown drive. Remember that last year? He had to run to the fucking locker room and grab his butthole. He was doing it on the way in. He was grabbing his ass on the way in. I don't like the Ravens, if you can't tell.
Yeah, they're fucking shitbirds. Anyway, so let's go down so that we get to their defense. I mean, their defense is not bad. Calais Campbell is 715 years old. So,
Still
always shouts out to Calais still. I mean, everybody loves Calais Campbell. I didn't even know he was there. I thought he was either honestly, I thought he was fucking in a retirement home and or still with where was he? Jacksonville for a while, right? Is that where he was at?
He's with the Jags.
But I like their fucking linebackers. I like Patrick Queen. I like Odafe away. I like him a lot. Marcus Peters is nice. He was he tears ACL or something like that. He was one of those people that tore their ACL because they had like 3 ACL tears in like one fucking week.
ACL? Yeah, I think you're right.
Because it was J.K. Dobbins, Gus Edwards, or J.K. Dobbins, somebody, and Marcus Peters.
Nick, what do you think about their 4th string right inside linebacker? Do you think we can add him to the all-name team this year?
Diego Faggot? Yeah, dude. I think that might be the best one. Diego Fagot.
I don't know how to pronounce that one, but I would love to hear Al Michaels say it. Yeah,
dude. Yeah,
Chris Collinsworth would hit it with a hard fucking.
Give that one to Mike Shannon, dude.
Dude, yeah, Chris Collinsworth would definitely hit that fucking G so hard. He'd be.
That's a good one. But yeah,
top 4 is the secondary. I think it's top.
I say their secondary is disgusting. Chuck Clark, Marcus Williams, Marlon Humphrey, Kyle Fuller,
Kyle Hamilton, who might be. Look for him in contention for Defensive Rookie of the Year, perhaps.
Yeah, and he's not even starting because you got Chuck Clark there. Yeah, true. But
he's a freak of nature. He's terrifying. As much as I love Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, I think the ceiling on Kyle Hamilton is even higher than Joker, and that's no shade on Joker. But no. Hamilton's a freak.
They play different positions, don't they?
Joker can play both.
But
he's a linebacker.
Yeah.
I love
Patrick. He hits hard.
I love Patrick Queen. I think he's one of the next stars of the linebacker position. He's former LSU kid, first round draft pick from them 2 years ago. I think he's going to be a difference maker on this defense, which they're definitely going to need it because this is a hard division. I mean, if you It's like every time, no matter how good the teams are, you hardly sweep another team in this division. I feel like it's always like somehow it's like even if we're better, there's so many damn splits. So he could be a difference maker in some of these games. He's really good on the defensive side of the ball. And obviously, obviously their special teams is probably also one of the best units in the league too. I mean,
they got the best kicker for now. Till Cade York, till everybody sees Cade York live. Yes, he's the highest big kicker ever. I'm pretty sure.
He's got to be, right.
Justin Tucker is best kicker probably the last 10 years. Consistently.
And he's got a leg.
Yeah, I mean the guy's he's a fucking stud. I mean
when he broke the record,
get like that.
He broke the record last year, crushing Detroit's dreams in fucking last second as the game.
Yards.
Yeah, Dan Campbell, though, he's ready to go. Don't you worry. Dan Campbell's coming back for that one. So I hope they play this year. Well, I guess we're going to see here when we pull up. Yeah. Let's pull up the schedule. Ready? Do they play Detroit this year? I hope so, because Dan Campbell is coming for fucking revenge.
So last year,
next year.
8-9 for the Baltimore Ravens.
Dan.
They'll have to play him in the
next year. I guess
Super Bowl. Play him
in
the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
If it's the Ravens and the Lions Super Bowl, bro, like
what a fuck you think.
Dude, Dan Campbell fucking they win via 60-yard fucking extra point or field goal. That'd be the shit.
My God, heartbreaker.
But yeah, this is their schedule. It's kind of a mixed bag. It kind of looks like it's like a win-loss every, I mean, New York and Miami's not a bad start. I think they beat New York, obviously. Miami, I think, Miami, again, we don't know what Miami we're going to get. So,
they're playing the Jets, but they're playing in New York on September 11th.
Yeah, that might be.
They're playing the Jets. The Jets have lost on every 9/11. If you really think about it, we've lost some Jets. So.
Yeah, we've definitely. Yeah, so I think that's a default, loss by default. So, but for the Jets, so the Jets will lose that one. I guess Miami that can go either way. New England can go either way, but you get Buffalo, Cincinnati. That's a rough 2-game stretch, but then you get the Giants. Then you get, but then the 7, 8, 9 is rough. I mean, you get Cleveland, who is probably the easier of the 3, I guess, with Jacoby. But then you get Tampa Bay, who is, which is a prime video game. That's not a bad prime game. Tampa,
that's actually the better ones.
They have 3 primetime games in the first 9 weeks, though, because they got Sunday Night Football against Cincinnati. Then they got the Tampa Bay game, and then they got Monday Night Football the next week versus the Saints. So, can they come up and play the big game? Can Lamar be? I don't know. He's been pretty good in prime time, I feel like. But
yeah, I don't know his stats or record in prime time, but I feel like I've definitely seen him perform. Just anecdotally, I had 9-8, 8-9. I could kind of go either way there for the Ravens.
So you don't see that
12 wins.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's what I was looking for.
Damn.
Something like that.
12.
So you must have. I mean, you're definitely starting out 3-0. You're dropping 1 to Buffalo.
Buffalo is a loss for me.
And do you have them sweeping Cincy or sweeping us? They got to be
sweeping us.
Yeah, you're tripping. You're out of your fucking mind. You think
even
they beat us with
Deshaun
Watson?
Even if
you think they beat us at full strength? You think that not a chance?
It's flexed for a reason.
Remember I told you the other day that Stuart's only a Browns fan, so he can revel in being miserable. Like this is it. He just likes them. We're bad. So, no way we're getting fucking swept by any division team this year. But okay, we'll take that as a hot take.
I think this team goes 10-7.
If the Baltimore Ravens win 12 games this year, I'm shooting heroin. So that's a Pop Culture Rehab guarantee. Shooting heroin, right? Shooting heroin live on set. So that's my hot take.
That's reveling in misery. Holy shit!
And what about games
because
like?
I'm so confident that we're not going to get swept by the fucking Ravens.
So you're saying 12-5. So that is Buffalo, Tampa, New Orleans, Denver.
You think they beat Denver?
Well, that was I thought you were going to say those were Buffalo and Tampa's records last year.
No.
but I mean,
I'm trying to find his 5
yeah.
losses that he like. Who am I missing?
We have Buffalo. New Orleans.
Hell yeah.
They beat Tampa.
What's that?
You haven't beaten Tampa.
I do haven't beaten Tampa.
Or are you a Ravens fan that we don't know
No.
about or something? Like, where is this
No.
coming from?
It's underneath the hat.
Did you just see us go through this team
I
a
swear
second
to
ago?
God.
He goes,
Like,
I'm
I
a
feel
fan
like
of
he-
I'm a fan
Andrew,
of the
go back to the
original Browns
previous
expansion.
page. Andrew, go back to the roster. Go back to the depth chart.
Dude, he's got a Ravens do rag on.
I was gonna say,
for
let
sure.
him look. Let him look at the depth
hold
chart
on.
one more time. Just
Yeah,
make sure
the
he can
depth.
like fucking get it all in. Okay. No.
Hey,
You
dude,
let me know.
there's upsets, man. And if there is an upset, I think it would be the Ravens.
Who are they going to throw the ball to for those 12 wins?
Yeah. Who the fuck? Mark Andrews is gonna give him 12 wins.
How many touchdowns would he have to have? 36?
I mean, Rashad Bateman would be the next big wide receiver. So
Dude, 12-5 is my hot take right here, man.
That's all good.
Keep shit interesting.
I love it,
Well,
dude.
yeah. Well, don't. We're gonna push back on hot takes. I mean,
Yeah, no,
we
please
gave
do.
Jack shit for 2 weeks about saying that his fucking D lineman could sniff Aaron Donald's asshole, which he can't. So it's you saying
I had
that
some
this,
Jets hot takes
this,
too.
this
So it's
fucking
all
team
good
is
here.
gonna go 12-5.
Yeah.
Tampa, really?
12 is the absolute ceiling, though. But
Gotcha. Okay.
12 is not unrealistic at all, in my opinion.
10-7.
9 and 8.
Strong.
Man, we're locked in tow right now. 9 and 8, 8 and 9. Okay. We're moving on. I mean,
I
Anything
think
else
that's
about
it. I don't
Baltimore?
want to. If I talk about the Baltimore Ravens any longer, I'm gonna get fucking sick.
okay.
Yeah, dude. Well, yeah. I mean,
I love the
now
hot
we know
takes,
that
too.
once we know one of us is a Ravens fan. Fucking good lord. All right, so
I
I guess
love it.
next we'll go to Cincinnati. Who I guess we already know who Stewart's got winning the division. I mean, like,
Yeah.
you think they're gonna be better than the Bengals?
Do I think
Last
the Ravens
year's-
are going to be better than the Bengals?
Yeah, do you
I
think
mean,
they're
like,
going to be better than
how?
the last year's AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals?
Like, what have they done since? That is what my question would be. What have they done? Because all the Bengals have done is fix the only weakness they had, and that was build their O line.
Oh,
So,
thank you. Number 8 in the league.
How
so,
quick
like,
things change because Joe Burrow had the worst fucking O line.
Yeah.
Actually,
So now he's
there's
got like top 10 O line.
there's a whole
guy-
paragraph about how it was the biggest change in the last like 7 years or something that they've seen in O line.
Did they just gut everybody? I feel like they had to.
They literally just went out and they just fucking rebuilt it completely.
They should
They
have done that
said, "Oh,
before he busted his.
We would have won a
knee.
Super Bowl if our quarterback had a half more second in the fucking last play of the Super Bowl, before fucking their Swiss cheese line, So fuck yeah, they have fixed the only thing that they've got wrong with them. So to me, I think this is the clear winner of this division. I think that we are all chasing the Cincinnati Bengals in this division. I
AFC
think
champs.
the AFC, they went to the Super Bowl with they had the YMCA guys playing O-line, and they went to the Super Bowl. I think that they have only gotten better. I think Jamar Chase is going to only be better. I think T Higgins, if he can stay healthy, is going to be, I mean, this is the best receiver core in this. I mean, I guess you could, they're better than Pittsburgh. They're better than Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I'm taking Jamar and T Higgins over Deontay.
I think you're right, but it's definitely
any of
close.
the other. Yeah, I mean, Jamar and T Higgins can both finish top 10 this year, and that's like not even like out of the question. So
Yeah. And you know who slept on is Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon has slept on every year. I think he legitimately is a top 12 back in the NFL. Like, maybe not fantasy wise, but like just running ability. How well do you run the ball? If you look at his numbers, I think he's easily top 12.
That guy's like in the fourth quarter.
I
Like, you do not want to be going up against Joe Mixon in the fourth quarter. You're beat to shit by that point.
I would even put him top 10, honestly. Top 12
think
for sure.
I think the offensive line is obviously going to be the big crux in this and deciding whether they're going to be a really good team or, a good team. And I think about the AFC divisional game versus Tennessee last year. They let up 9 fucking sacks to the Titans in one game. Like that just can't happen for a team that's going to be consistently winning. And so this O-line, I mean, I It sounds good, like what you're telling me. If you're saying they're top 8 this year,
right.
if
just
they
ranks. Well, if they are 8,
they are 8 at the end of the season, when all things are said and done, they're the 8th best offensive line in this team. The sky is the limit. Because, like Nick said, they have the best wide receiver core in the entire NFL.
I mean, they won the game that you're talking about with all the sacks.
Joe Mixon,
he got sacked 9 times and won the game. So it's like
that's because their defense is good too.
Yeah, I mean, he spent half the game on his ass.
They picked Tanny 3 times.
Cold, dude.
Yeah. Well, Jesse Bates showed up today, so Jesse Bates showed up to camp today or preseason, so they're fucking ready. They're ready to go.
Yeah, this team is. Let's go to that. Oh, they got Hayden Hurst in the offseason too.
Yeah, the Hayden Hurst. Who would they have before? Fucking what is his name? I can literally picture his sample. Yeah, but it was
tight end. It's it played for the Jets.
CJ Uzomah.
Thank you.
But anyway, yeah. So the defense though is nice. I mean, Sam Hubbard, damn good fucking defensive end. DJ Reader, damn good defensive tackle. They're Logan Wilson is a tackle machine.
This whole team is the former Saints. It's Von Bell, Eli Apple, Trey Hendrickson, like all these dudes. It's like all the Saints players.
Don't forget Trey Hendrickson.
Eli Apple is the biggest liability on that entire team.
Apple.
That dude does not deserve a spot in the NFL.
I agree too. I agree. Inconsistent. And Trey Henderson is coming into his second year. He had a nice year last year. I would look for him to develop and be another front on this line. I think their defense is probably pedestrian though. Like overall, like I think they're good. But
do you have a ranking on their defense?
Oh, dude, they got Big Dick Evan McPherson. This is the reason why you draft a kicker right here because it works,
dude. Yeah.
Kevin,
hey, Michael Thomas playing strong safety. How about that?
And Mike Thomas is a backup wide receiver for them too. They have 2 Mike Thomases, and neither of them are the good one.
Yeah, any roster depth chart?
Here's a depth chart guy. Thaddeus Moss, also an LSU guy. Randy's son. Obviously, tight ends take the longest to develop, but I would love to see if they could find a place on the field to work him in this year. I mean, he was really great. He was really good. He was really good at LSU, and who knows if he's half as good as his dad, then there could be something there. That's my depth chart guy.
I keep waiting on Chris Evans to take like the next step and just be a solid number 2. God, he's frustrating. I really was pulling for him the last 2 years.
Samaje Perine, former I think he still holds the record for most rushing yards in an NCAA game. He never really has panned out to be more like when he's gotten the opportunity when Joe Mixon has gone down, he really hasn't ever supplanted himself as a viable option in that offense. So hopefully Joe Mixon he was healthy all last year, wasn't he? I'm pretty sure. I don't think he got.
He was.
Yeah, so
I don't remember it wasn't a big injury for sure. Yeah. They might have missed a game or 2.
Well, let's pull up that Sketty, dude. Let's try to map out a couple of losses for these guys because I think we've been riding them so hard that
tough.
It'd be hard for us to make a good argument. Well, they're losing against Tennessee. That's 1. And New Orleans, 2. That's 2.
They're losing.
New Orleans and Tennessee. Those are the 2 they're losing. No, they might lose. I mean, like I said, if their O-line doesn't play well, then you can't get to your wide receivers if you have no time to get the ball out of your hand. But let's see, guys. I know we're all thinking. So
I got them 7-2 at the bye.
They're losing to Cleveland and who else, Nick?
No, they're losing. I think
I'm kidding.
I think they lose to I guess we get Dallas maybe and New Orleans maybe Baltimore. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's what I'm saying. If we're being, if you really want to be honest, I could see them winning every fucking all 9 of these. But
can I ask you guys something? Because I forgot from the last time. What did you guys have all been saying? New Orleans winning is going to win these. What did you guys say the Saints were going to be this year? Because I'm not even as high as you guys. I don't think on the Saints.
Honestly, I don't remember what
I'm pretty sure I had 8 wins.
Yeah, okay. Because you guys have them winning a lot of these games when we do the matchups.
I'll have to start
more than 8. Yeah, exactly. But no, I think this team loses 4 games this year. They're 13-4.
Oh,
Anybody upset with that?
I think that's a little high. I'm going to say 11-6, 12-5, but
Well,
I think we're on the same page.
Nick said that Cleveland doesn't get swept by any team in the division this year.
So
you're saying that the Browns are winning on the road.
I think we take one on the road when Deshaun's back. That won't be his first week back. That'll be his second.
Oh, that's Cleveland at home, right? Yeah, that's Cleveland at home. So Cleveland at home versus Cincinnati, week 14. Deshaun Watson can make anything happen, so I won't doubt it. I'm not saying it's ridiculous. I'm just saying that, just trying to play up by Nick's bold claims.
Yeah, and I don't think it's bold. So how is it? I don't think it's bold to say Cleveland's not getting swept. They're literally top 5, top 10 everywhere on the football field, minus Jacoby Brissett. They are. They have the best rushing attack in football. Argue it. They have the best. They have a top 5 O line. Argue it. They have a top 5 D line.
No argument.
Argue it. They have fucking stud set. I mean, they have a top 10 defense, a top 10 offense, and the best rushing attack in football.
You're certainly out of excuses.
I don't think that I think people again we might as well just go into Cleveland at this point. I mean, I don't think Jacoby Brissett. I don't think Jacoby Brissett. I'm tired of I think everyone's shitting on Jacoby a little too hard. I don't think Jacoby Brissett is a world beater by any means. But Jacoby Brissett the last time he was a full starter was better than Baker Mayfield was last year, and we won 9 games. A fully healthy Jacoby Brissett is better than a one-arm Baker Mayfield, and we won 9 fucking games with a one-arm quarterback. Right? 8? What did we win? 8? Even if it was 8,
I think
it was 8 last year.
Yeah, I think it's 8-9.
So it's like 8 games with a quarterback with one arm. So at least our quarterback's got 2 arms and he can move around. I think Jacoby Brissett is better than that. Again, Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. I will take those 2 guys over any rushing duo in football. Any single one.
Does Kareem Hunt, is he on the team this whole year, you think?
I think we get rid of Dearness Johnson before we get rid of Kareem Hunt.
Wow, that's a hot take.
I don't think so. I think Kareem Hunt plays out the year. I think they know who if they trade, they're going to get who are you going to get from Philly? I mean, I've seen every draw up of a trade I've seen from Philly to Cleveland for Kareem Hunt is dog shit.
I've heard the reason you let Kareem Hunt play with the Browns this year, and the argument that I've been hearing is that if he has like a year and you can play him and he gets like really good numbers, I think the Browns, when he gets signed, will get some kind of compensation pick. That's at least what I've read. Because I don't think he's an unrestricted free agent. I don't know how the NFL works, but I was hearing that they could get a pick if he gets signed and after the season. So it might make sense for them to run him into the ground. Who knows?
And I just think that it is when you're missing a guy like Deshaun Watson, when you're already that, you're already that handicapped. Your receiving core is a little questionable. I mean, it's questionable.
At best.
And you don't. The last thing you do is give. You don't. I mean, it is literally your strength on offense, and I don't think they do it. I think Dearness Johnson. I mean, nobody wants to meet Demetric Felton. I think Demetric Felton is probably going to get cut, to be honest with you, when we cut roster downs or move to wide receiver. But here's the thing. I'm not. You're not going to sit here and hear me say that we win this division. I already say I think we finished 3rd, but the disrespect that we're getting because of just one Jacoby Brissett. I mean, let's think about some of the shit that people have said about, the Steelers, they're good everywhere, but they, Mason Rudolph, but they've still got, or Mitch Trubisky, but they've still got all these other playmakers. Bro, you've got Jacoby Brissett and literally just studs. I mean, Amari Cooper at the 1, if he can stay healthy and he's out there playing like Amari Cooper can, that's a great one to have. David Bell, we don't know what he's going to be like, but if he turns out into what they drafted him to be, that's a good number 2. And Stuart Pepper and I talked about this beforehand before we got on here. There's a trade rumor right now with Philly, a real trade rumor of Dearness Johnson for Jalen Reagor. Now, Jalen Reagor, I just called him dog shit
it.
last week. I just talked shit on Jalen Reagor out the ass last week. But he's a former first-round draft pick. And if I can get rid of Dearness Johnson, who is the odd man out in my running back duo, when we've already got Jerome Ford, who is a stud, who I believe we believe in, and he is a rookie, we get the odd man out. And you go get somebody like Jalen Reagor to be a wide receiver 3 behind David Bell, maybe a wide receiver 2. He's a former first-round pick. And a change of scenery could do him wonders, and less pressure. I mean, at Philadelphia, you know how hard it is. It's already hard to play in Philadelphia. And when the whole city fucking hates you, it's probably 10 times harder to play in Philadelphia. I mean, literally the running joke in Philadelphia. I mean, he gets dogged at every turn. The Philadelphia fans hate him. So it's like, I can imagine that just getting out in a fresh start would do Jalen Reagor probably wonders. So
I would feel bad for Ernest Johnson. You get thrown into the fucking Philly running back room, which is nobody knows who's the starter.
Well, Dearness Johnson is the starter. If he goes to Philadelphia, I think Dearness Johnson. I think Kenneth. He's better than Dearness Johnson is better. He's not better than Miles Sanders, but where the fuck is Miles Sanders? I mean,
I would love to know.
Guy's on a milk cart.
Where in the world is Miles Sanders?
Yeah, Miles Sanders is practicing with the fucking taxi squad.
San Diego.
So Kenneth Gainwell is he's very good, but dude, Dearness Johnson is, every time he's been on the field, he has produced. Look at what he just did in 2 carries. He had 2 carries the other day. He had like 30 yards, 25 yards. Yeah. Like the dude just finds holes. So I think that I'd rather give him up, I think, than Kareem Hunt. So if we make that trade, I think that's a good trade. Amari Cooper, like I said, is good. Anthony Schwartz, obviously it depresses me, but I think he's got a little bit of promise in him. DPJ,
just catch the ball.
If he could just catch the ball, I mean,
catch the ball,
he gets open. He's wide
100%
open all the fucking time.
I saw a stat the other day that he had the most separation through all of our preseason games thus far of any one of our wide receivers, and it's not surprising.
He's wide open.
Yeah, because he's fast. He just can't catch the ball.
Donovan Peoples-Jones is he's had like glimpses of being a guy. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. And that's what I'm saying. He could be the 2. Which
he's probably the biggest question mark for me on that offense. Like, what is he? I think this year we'll find out for sure what he is. But
I almost want to hold on.
What? No,
I almost want to hold on to Felton, like you said, if they move him to wide receiver, because I kind of worry about the depth. Like I said, like you said, Anthony Schwartz, his hands are just not there right now. Mm-hmm. And Javon Wims, ask any Bears fan, he's a massive pile of shit.
Yeah, well, Michael Woods is going to start before any of those guys. Michael Woods is somebody to keep an eye on. He is a stud in camp. But
I think my biggest question mark about the offense here. Well, 1, let me tell you the offensive line rating. 2nd, now that was before the injury at centers, which is my biggest concern here.
I mean, the center position is the only question mark.
Yeah, 100%. Everywhere else, we're locked down, baby. But Nick Harris going down and then Dawson going down like days later really, really hurts us. Somebody, Andrew Berry, needs to call JC Trotter, beg him to come back. JC Trotter. Dude, please call him. Get him on the phone. Get him in the building.
I'm done buying fucking jerseys and having the guy leave after that year.
Dude, I mean,
for no fucking reason.
Well, and if you add JC up into this offensive line, you're gonna finish second in line rankings at the end of the year. Like, this offensive line is stacked, absolutely stacked.
Stu, do you still have your Peyton Hillis jersey?
No, I do have a Gary Barnidge jersey if you want it.
Oh,
dude, Peyton Hillis was a Madden cover
athlete,
bro. How?
Dude.
You talk to youngins, bro. They have no idea who Peyton Hillis is.
The only reason he got it is because everybody hated Michael Vick.
It's actually though.
So I mean, look, I think they're good at tight end. David Njoku is a stud. Harrison Bryant has not even really gotten that much of a chance, but he's a fucking damn good backup tight end who hasn't even gotten a chance yet.
I've heard good things about him this camp.
I think he can start on some teams.
Stand at fullback.
So here, this offense I think is good enough to sustain for 12 weeks. Yeah. I think I've told Andrew, I've gone on record saying, we'll get to this when we get to the schedule. Now, could I see us being 5-6 when Deshaun comes back? Yes. But could I see us being 6-5 when Deshaun comes back? Absolutely. So and let me tell you right now, if Deshaun Watson comes back to a Browns team that's 6-5, watch the fuck out. They're going to the playoffs. And yeah, I'm not saying they're going to a Super Bowl or anything like that because the AFC is so goddamn stacked, but they're going to make noise. And I think it's good that Deshaun's going to get some play time this year. And I am not, all these people are worried about him having this time off. I think he's going to be rusty when he comes back, but he's 26, 27 fucking years old. You don't just forget how to play quarterback. He's not 33. He is a stud he's
his not riddled with concussions.
His athletic prime.
He's not injured.
Yeah. And that's the other thing. He has been training this whole time. Now I think in the same argument of him being rusty, you can make the argument that a year and a half off playing quarterback for your body. I mean, Jesus Christ, he hasn't taken a sack in a year and a half. You know what I'm saying?
Especially with the style of how he plays too, where he can run the ball and things like that.
Fresh ass knees.
I think if you told any guy in the NFL they could take a year and a half off, it would do them so much.
While you're doing it, you can still train, stay in shape, do everything you're going to be doing. You know, it's not like you're fucking he's just out here being,
Twinkies.
He didn't show up looking like Leonard Fournette. You know what I'm saying?
No. Well, and just a real hit on Deshaun. When we saw him play in this preseason, the stat line looks ugly until you factor in 3 dropped balls. Those passes when he was rolling out of the pocket, especially to Schwartz, were dimes, dude.
He looked like he had missed a day.
Seriously, that's exactly what I'm trying to say. I mean, he looked fantastic. What more can you say?
All the butt hurt around the league if Deshaun becomes something.
Dude, I actually cannot imagine the headlines.
And we are not going to get
such a stink.
Yeah. And we have brought up the suspension multiple times, and I've given my thoughts. So I'm not even going to get into this because this will be a 3-hour fucking episode. But fucking, if anybody who wants to say the NFL gives a shit or that they've upped the suspension because they care about anything, you can lick my balls because that is absolutely false. And them letting him come back week 13 against Houston, get fucking real. Like this is a ratings grab. They were after the money more than anything, but they could never just slap a fine on there. They had to add games. So here's the other thing I told Pepper the other day when we were talking about this, because he had to listen to me rant about this the other day. If the NFL really fucking wanted him gone for a year, they would have just suspended him for a year. The guy that they picked to fucking rule the second time, literally it works for the NFL. So if the NFL wanted that, they could have just fucking appealed the first one and handed the year down, but they didn't. So the fact that they talked means that they know they don't want one of the best top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL sitting on the sidelines for 2 fucking years. They want him playing football. And that is just the fact of it. He's a ratings draw. Him in Cleveland is going to be huge. Yep. And them letting him come back against week 13 against Houston is just one of the biggest crocks of bullshit I've ever heard in my entire life. Like they don't care about these women. They don't care about anything. They cared about making it seem like they cared. Yep. Oh, but we're going to, how many games this year are former quarterbacks playing their teams? Russ week 1. I mean, like Baker week 1, fucking Deshaun week 13. They've literally planned this whole year out for everyone who's had a team change is playing their fucking former team in some high leverage fashion, whether it's week 1, whether it's week 1 after a 12-game suspension for Deshaun Watson. You know, it's like all of these kind of fall. Yeah, they all kind of fall in these like must-watch situations. So enough on Deshaun Watson, but I think that this offense is good enough to sustain. Now let's go to the defense, which I really think is good enough to sustain us while we don't have our quarterback. I mean, Andrew, you want to take over?
Yeah. Where do you even start? Is our strength the defensive line, the linebackers, or the secondary? Because it's honestly hard to tell. I would probably say the defensive line because you have Myles Garrett and Jadeveon Clowney, which might be the 2 best pass rushers in the league.
Clowney's garbage, dude. When he was on the Titans, he sucked ass.
Yeah, well, that's because it's hard to coexist with Jeffrey Simmons. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking the greatest.
Is it hard to coexist with Myles Garrett?
Well, Jeffrey Simmons. Well, Myles Garrett.
Jadeveon is nice.
Jeffrey Simmons is the heir to fucking Aaron Donald. Not even Myles Garrett got praise like that. Okay. So Jeffrey Simmons is 1B. Myles Garrett's like 2A.
I'm just saying I'm not as high on Jadeveon Clowney as other people because
I'm with you.
I've seen it. I've seen it in real life.
Jadeveon Clowney, I'm with you. Jadeveon Clowney is probably not nearly as good as I don't think he's ever been as good as he was advertised.
I agree with that.
Dude, remember when he murdered that kid at South Carolina? When he
we all remember that. We all still watch it.
They literally made him
the ball
famous.
up with one arm. I literally that play will. He will never live that play down.
It is one of the most
that'll
vicious
be the first
hits.
thing anybody thinks about when they think about it.
Yeah. One of the only more vicious thing I can think of is when Reggie Bush got hit by the Eagles years ago by Sheldon Brown. Yeah.
Sheldon Brown.
Jesus Christ. Well, he got up, he tried to stand up and then fell back down.
Yeah.
It was like, oh fuck, he might be dead.
To this day, that's one of the most vicious hits I've ever seen.
Jadeveon Clowney murdered that kid, but he is one of those guys that when he's in the right position, like I think he's good in this defense. Like
he has to want to play.
When you've got a Myles Garrett and you've got other guys, I think Jordan Elliott's a guy that we can watch this year. He's gonna be nice. Yep. Taven fucking Bryan, I don't know. And Perrion Winfrey, you're not gonna. I know I'm. Everybody thinks I'm just this Cleveland stan, which I've been blowing us this whole time. Perrion Winfrey got fucking destroyed this past weekend, and
yes, he did.
He is not ready to start. So if we think that we have got somebody ready to go for if Taven Bryan is who we think Taven Bryan has been his whole career, and then we've got Perrion in the back, I mean, we're fucked.
And Isaac Rochelle.
Isaac Rochelle is a stud. I don't know if you've seen him.
He was okay in San Diego. Was he a Colt last year?
Yeah, Colts.
Yeah, he looked good, and he's looked good for us.
He's got guys he can really learn some shit from. So the upside's high, but I don't want to be the guy that I don't want to fall on that side.
Me neither.
He doesn't have to be. That's the best part, right? We're really deep at the line.
As of now, right? I'm just saying if Jadeveon goes down though, and we've got Isaiah Rochelle. I mean, if he starts, I still think
Chase Winovich is nice too.
Chase Winovich, but that's another guy that I feel like we're hoping he's a backup. More than what
he's a backup
has been. Chase Winovich, he's the long hair guy from the Patriots, right? That's not Taven Bryan. Chase Winovich is the guy that had long blonde hair.
Yeah,
he cut it when he came here. Yeah, Chase Winovich is another guy that has a lot of hype around him that kind of never lived up to it. So we got a lot of potential.
Fans loved him.
And Jadeveon Clowney, Isaac Rochelle, some of these guys that kind of disappeared in other teams, to my point, I think they get here and they're surrounded by people like Myles Garrett, and a lot of that pressure is kind of taken off of them to where they don't have to be the starting more. They just have to go out there and kind of fucking, be somewhat of a compliment to Myles Garrett. And that is such a lesser job. But yeah, but we're good. We're thorough all the way through. I mean, Owusu Komora is going to be, I think he is going to be one of the most improved linebackers in football this year.
Mm-hmm. He's going to have a great
He is
year.
so fucking good, and he's got the heart. He is dog pound through and through. The guy's got. He is what? Who was the guy a couple years ago that just? Who was that linebacker that just took all that pride in Cleveland?
It's about Mac.
Yes.
Mac, yeah. So it's it's tight to have somebody like that. Anthony Walker, I think it's going to be another step up. Another great year. Taki, that's another one that's in the name, the name Hall of Fame.
I can't believe
where are we at with Taki? Where is he?
Sion Taki. He's the starting linebacker, or the SLB slot linebacker. Yeah.
Oh, I do see him. I like that.
Every time I see him, I'm like, how are you still here? But then he just finds the ball and he'll make a very clutch interception, or he's got good vision. He may not be the most physically gifted dude, but I'm a fan. I love Taki.
Honestly, I think he's probably the weakest starter of this bunch. But
yes,
yeah,
and
he's a fan favorite
with love.
And that's okay.
Yeah,
because
wasn't Greg Newsome a first round pick?
He was.
Yes,
he was.
So
I was gonna say I knew I remembered his name. He wasn't drafted by Cleveland though, was he?
He was. He was
drafted. The only one that's not drafted in this secondary is John Johnson.
He was a Ram.
Ram.
Yes.
But
he was he was the play caller.
He was the play caller in the Rams. But then you get to the secondary, you got the Warden, who is the first, highest paid cornerback in the league right now. Actually in NFL history. Denzel Ward, the fucking Warden.
Love it, dude.
Love the guy. great.
Great
him
nickname.
and Greedy. Greedy is another guy that needs to step his shit up, or he needs to get the fuck out of Cleveland because I'm actually getting tired of Greedy Williams. It's one of those things where, like, at this point, give AJ Green the job because I don't know if you guys have Parnell Motley. I don't know. AJ Green has looked really good, so give him the job. Greedy Williams, get the fuck out. We'll get to safety. Grant Delpit. Savage. We haven't got to see much of him.
I can't wait to see what he develops into this year. He's one of those guys that could take the biggest step on this defense, I think.
Ronnie Harrison's good. Second string.
Ronnie Harrison's good. You go to John Johnson, and then you get Greg Newsome. And here's the other thing: you get Greg Newsome, who's hurt. The kid sitting behind him, future stud. I'm going. It might not even be a hot take, but I'm going out on a limb saying that Martin Emerson is going to be a name that we're talking about in like 2 years, maybe even sooner. He is a stud. He's actually the guy that
play. We can't start him anywhere.
Yeah, not yet.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, that's the thing.
Unless he makes the most out of his limited time out there this year.
That's true. I mean, maybe we could move him to.
He was first round. He was our first round draft pick.
Yeah,
wasn't he?
Third round.
Was he? Okay,
yeah,
so it's like
Mississippi State.
Yeah, but dude, he has looked fucking so good, like in camp. So I mean, like he is literally like apparently the Eagles after joint camp. I watched I read a tweet that one of the guys in front office like tweeted one of the guys in Cleveland's office told him that like they stole a freak in Martin Emerson. So we'll see. I like it.
At this secondary, if everybody takes a small step forward, I mean, you're looking at one of the top 5 secondaries in the league. I think that's not even a hot take. I don't think.
What was it again?
One of the top 5 secondaries in the league.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
I don't love that.
I don't think this.
I think what's going to happen though is if the offense can't stay on the field, then it's just going to be, the stats are going to be skewed compared to what they, it's going to look like they're letting up a lot. If that happens, if the offense is good, this defense might not have to see the field nearly as much as we think.
Yeah, well, and that's another thing about Jacoby.
Might be looking nice.
That's another good thing about Jacoby is he just doesn't turn the ball over. So, we might be seeing some 3-and-outs and maybe not move the ball,
But you guys run the ball. You run the ball so much, it almost negates any of that anyway.
Right. So it's like, dude, that's why I'm saying, like, it's Jacoby Brissett's not stepping in for the fucking Kansas City Chiefs here. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not stepping in for a team that throws the ball 40 times a game. He's not trying
to be Josh Allen.
Like, Jacoby Brissett's going to throw the ball like 25 times a game,
manager style,
game manager, baby. And as long as he doesn't throw fucking interceptions, I think we're good.
The biggest liability on this defense, motherfucking Joe Woods and this bend don't break bullshit. The defensive play.
Thank you. Yeah, dude, 100%.
That could break our shit and lose us games.
Actually, I'm so glad you said that, Stu, because I was going to say one of the biggest things that has to change here is that this defense needs to stop underperforming.
Yes.
On paper, this team is stacked defensively, and there's no reason that we should have been. I think we were at 13th or 14th rated defense last year, and on paper, we haven't changed all that much, and there's no reason for us to be that low. We have some of the highest graded position players at every defensive position on this defense, so how are we 14 or 13? I can't remember the exact number, but it was like far too low.
Because Joe Woods. I would rather have, was it Greg Williams or Greg? I would rather have a fucking Greg Williams defense right now.
Dude,
I love
Bounty Man. Let's go. Pay him up.
I know you love Greg Williams.
Don't talk shit about it. This is a Greg Williams.
No hate here, dude.
Safe zone.
No, I like Greg. And his
coach
stint was
This is a safe space for Greg. He can come on the podcast anytime.
Dude. Yeah, actually, Greg, if you want to.
Greg Williams. Yeah, but look, I do think we're going to be top 10 this year. I think we're going to.
We should be.
I think we should be, and I think we will. I do think that, and even if this year is, more or less moving forward, and this is kind of what I've been preaching the whole time. Even if this year is a 500 year, and we, it is, like I said, I don't think a Super Bowl is realistic. I don't think a playoff win is even that realistic. Because even when Deshaun comes back, he's probably coming back to. He's coming back to teams that have been healthy this whole year, more than likely. Just teams that he is not. We're not going to beat in the playoffs without a full year of him, rolling in hot. But I do think that going forward, like this team, like in the next coming years, is people better watch the fuck out.
We need one wide receiver from the draft or signing.
We need one wide receiver, and I think Kareem Hunt will probably be gone in the offseason, but I think that hopefully Jerome Ford is like somewhat of, he's not going to be Kareem Hunt, but
snapping ankles though.
Let's get this
disgusting. Let's talk about Cade York first. Let's just mention Cade York.
You guys fucking love your special teamers. All right, let's
we
go.
do. Well, we love our
fucking have one.
No, we love our special teamer. We don't love our special teamers. We love our special teamer because we finally got a fucking kicker who is just booming. But we did love Jakeem Grant, but he fucking he literally blew by somebody so hard he blew his fucking leg out.
I was gonna say I hadn't seen the name Cade York before, so this is a new kicker name for me.
Dude,
draft. Well, they saw what happened. So they saw that Evan McPherson. They see what happened with the Bengals last year, and they saw that you want to fix your kicker problems? Let's quit fucking playing the carousel, kicker carousel, and picking up dudes that have played for every other team in the league. Let's just go draft one, and that's what they did. They went out and got Cade York from LSU, who has just been kicking bombs,
deadly accurate. Dude.
LSU, I like that.
He missed like 3 kicks all camp, and they were from like 55 plus. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then all the kicks that he missed, he lined back up and fucking banged right after that. He was hitting 66-yarders in camp. Like, get the fuck out of here.
He's got a foot.
We finally have some. Phil Dawson. I mean, look, we're the only team probably ever to franchise tag a kicker. Okay, so
I can't think of anybody else.
We need a kicker. Phil Dawson is gone, so we have literally just been in the dark ages since then. So we've got Cade York. I mean, go to our fancy picture is him booming a kick in Yahoo. So go check it out. Cade York, baby. We dropped Ryan Suckup because once we found out that we have the lamest fucking rule in fantasy football history of no points for extra kicks.
Why is that? That's stupid, dude.
Because
the kicker is already in an awful position.
It used to be an auto point, and I get why we used to maybe not do it, but now it is not an auto point.
You kick 25
kick quite a bit.
Yeah,
you should spend less time tying your shoes than you do picking a kicker each week. And I am not about to have everybody going out and adding and dropping kickers at whim and creating just a fucking firestorm. It's so stupid. Neutralize the kicker because what I did
just get rid of the kicker.
Is I neutralize.
Yes,
I knew because I had people say if you get rid of the kicker, you're ruining the league. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, well I've seen some of that baby shit.
I took the kicker position and I minimized it to as minimal effect as it can possibly be.
It literally gives me cancer. It gives me cancer. It's like the fumble rule in the Dynasty League last year. It's just one of those things where I wake up sometimes and like I think I have hemorrhoids, and then I remember, oh no, it's just the fucking kicker rule in my Yahoo league. But we had Ryan Suckup because before the draft we didn't have it updated. So when we drafted, it still said 1 point or points for the extra. So Pepper and I go, okay, well, Ryan Suckup, fine. Because we drafted him last year and we named our team 2 Girls, 1 Suckup, which is fucking brilliant.
Great name.
I love Brazilian scat porn references.
Love it. And then then he was useless. And then we're like, damn. So then we saw it and we drafted him again this year. And then like 5 minutes after the draft, we updated the fucking.
The day after, I'm like, going through the settings.
Jack
and I'm like,
fixed the settings.
Damn it, Jack.
So we just said fuck it. And we said we're rolling with Cade York, baby.
Yeah.
So anyway, we'll move into the schedule because I guess
let's wrap this up and send these people on their way.
Yeah. Hey, actually, we're doing pretty good. Like we're only at an hour and a half right now.
Oh no, no! I didn't mean like that. I mean in a good way, in a positive.
Yeah, I have literally put a period and cut myself short many times during this. Like, I am gonna have to I have a vein popping out of my neck that you can't see. I gotta take an ad.
That's not the only vein that's throbbing.
Yeah, no, it's not. I've been rock hard. I have to call a 4-hour boner hotline when we get done with this because I have been just looking at my team on paper. It is got me bricked up. So into the schedule, week 1, win. We will not lose to fucking Baker Mayfield. Because if we do,
will not happen.
If we lose to Baker Mayfield, the week of Tuesday, September, whatever that will be the last time you ever see Nick Traub on Pop Culture Rehab. I will be gone. You will be. I will go missing. You will not see me again. If we lose to Baker Mayfield week 1, you won't see me again.
That's the most expensive Browns game to go to this year.
Isn't that amazing? Baker. And then
our ticket prices are fucking low.
Well, they weren't low a week ago when there were 6 games for Deshaun Watson. Right. You should have seen these prices because they were. Now that we've got
36 down here, that's the cheapest one I see.
They all kind of got
Brissett.
Dude, it's big beefy. It's sad.
You got a Christmas game versus New Orleans this year. That should be fun.
Yeah, I think that our second half. So I guess we'll break this up with Deshaun and not Deshaun. I guess is how we'll do this.
Pre-Deshaun.
So pre-Deshaun is everything up till Tampa, week 12. Yep. Now, I said before this, midway through my fucking rant, that we might go 6-5. 5 or 6, 6-5. I think we can go 6-5 with Jacoby. I really do. I think we can beat. I think we can. I told Andrew this the other day. I maybe even tell Pepper this. I don't think it's unrealistic that we start 4-0. Do I think we lose one of those? Probably. I think that we can go, but we 2-2, 3-1. But let's just break this down here. Who are the 4 quarterbacks that we're playing? Baker Mayfield. Outside of that, who are they? Where are they better on the football field? Christian McCaffrey, sure, but Chubb, Hunt. Okay, so that almost we're up there with rushing. It's not like they're not blowing us out. No. So where are they better than us? Nowhere.
Rushing, we're better. He's just a better pass catcher.
Yeah, we're better. So
he's a better wide receiver. He's a better wide receiver than Amari Cooper, I think, when he's healthy.
Okay. Yeah,
absolutely. But so that's one guy. So we are better than Carolina, literally fucking everywhere. Zach Wilson or Joe Flacco. I'm taking Jacoby Brissett over both of them, and we're better than New York, literally everywhere. Moving on, Pittsburgh.
Their wide receivers are better. Their wide receivers are better than yours.
Okay, but who's going to throw the ball to those wide receivers?
No, I'm just
making a point. But Elijah Moore. So Elijah Moore. Who else?
Corey Davis, and then Garrett.
Corey Davis is 50, and Corey Davis. What did Corey Davis do last year?
Corey Davis is like 27.
What did he do last year?
He was injured.
Okay. So we're coming up with a guy.
I got all the answers for you.
So a guy that didn't play last year, and he plays for the Jets. So the fucking wide receivers are honestly a toss up. Honestly, Amari Cooper and Elijah Moore. Are you telling me Elijah Moore's better than Amari Cooper? Come on. So
can be. He was the best wide receiver in football and fantasy last year for like 6 straight weeks or something like that.
Okay, but when it comes to football, Amari Cooper is a better wide receiver.
Just saying, man. Elijah I'm just making. Hey, there's so many Browns guys. I just got to make my arguments. Okay.
Jalen Hurts can also be a top 10 fantasy quarterback. Are you going to tell me he's better than some of the guys he finished ahead of in fantasy last year?
True.
Come the fuck on.
You make points. You make points.
So. I take our receiver. So I said we literally better than New York everywhere. Pittsburgh, we've already talked about this, and we are better at the run. They have better receivers than us, and the D line is probably even. Other than that, we're better everywhere. In Atlanta, where the fuck is Atlanta better than us? I'll wait.
Tight end.
Oh,
okay.
I mean, look.
No, that was
Kyle Pitts is the dude.
Yeah,
Kyle
but
Pitts
I mean,
like, dude.
Yeah, okay, but as far as Marcus.
Hey, everywhere else, I'm with you. No, I'm with you, dude. I'll take Beefy over Marcus Mariota any day.
I'm taking Marcus Mariota over anything. Our offense, we are better everywhere on the offense besides Kyle Pitts.
Facts.
Yeah, facts.
So we're better literally everywhere on defense. And
they're losing that game to the Chargers, I think.
That's going to be a good game.
I don't think Jacoby can sling it enough to get it in the same ballpark. As
the defense will keep us in it though, and it'll be a fun game.
I agree. Agreed. But again, but the 4-0 thing, like I said, don't look at me like I'm crazy when I say we can go 4-0 because I think that we are better than all 4 of these teams everywhere.
I think it's actually, now that you explained it, I think I see your point. I think they could definitely go 4-0.
I think the Chargers we lose to. I think we can lose to New England. I think we lose to Baltimore and we lose. So what is we lose? I think we can. Well, we can even beat New England's one of those games again. I think we can even beat. I think we're better than New England. Fucking everywhere, literally everywhere.
And you're not playing them in Foxborough either.
Yeah. Okay. So So I'm gonna be Homer here and say we go 4-0. We lose to Los Angeles. We lose to the Chargers. We beat New England. We lose to Baltimore and Cincinnati. So what is that at the bye? So that's 5-3.
Oh yeah, 5-3.
5-3. Okay, so I think we can beat Miami, and I think we lose to Buffalo and Tampa Bay.
I'm gonna say 5-6. I think we lose one of those games that we should probably win, but I don't think it's as bad of a start that I think people are anticipating. If things go correctly, of course.
I mean, I've already said we can go 5-6 too. Miami, we can lose to Miami. Give Miami a loss, even if we get to Sean back at 5-6,
and that's a win. Like, just to be clear, if we are going into a suspension of our starting quarterback and we're 5-6, teetering around 500, I'm gonna be a happy man
with the roster that we have and the guy and it's not like we're waiting around for fucking fucking
And the man's
Daniel
coming back.
Jones. I
Right.
mean, we're waiting around for fucking potentially a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. So we get week 13. He comes back. I'm telling you right now, again, just like I said, week 1, not a fucking chance do we lose that game. No way.
He's going to have 400 yards.
Deshaun Watson.
That is getting a dedicated TV at the house. I might not red zone everything. I at least have to watch the beginning of that game. It's gonna be electric.
Same.
I mean, like, because
Can you imagine?
Because the Baker Cleveland thing is like the secondary storyline for the Browns this whole year, but that's like for any other team that would be the primary storyline. Like it would be like.
Well, for Carolina,
you're jaded former quarterback. You face him week 1. I mean, it has an amazing storyline. I hope it doesn't get overshadowed by the Deshaun stuff, because that should be a game that is just fun. It should be a fun game for Baker. Should be a fun game for the Browns fans. I think that's must watch TV week 1 for.
Oh no, we're talking about week 1, or we're talking about.
I was talking about week 1.
Oh, yeah, see, I was talking about Houston.
No, but that is must-watch TV. And in the NFL, like you said earlier, knew exactly what the fuck they were doing when they,
absolutely,
damn right.
And it's also, I think, amplifies it more because you're playing at Houston, so
at Houston,
you're gonna be playing a feisty crowd. It'd be like one thing if it was at Cleveland and it was like, okay, he's facing his former team,
and let's not forget, like, the rumor was like 2 weeks ago that like the NFL was doing everything they possibly could to like stop that was what they were worried about, was that Houston didn't want him playing, and they didn't want him playing in Houston this year, basically.
Right.
And like, so the fact that like that rumor gets floated around, and then 2 weeks later, they up the suspension for him.
It was out of our hands. There was nothing
out of our hands. Sorry,
Sorry.
Like they could have done a 10-game suspension. They could have done a 12-game suspension. Who gets an 11-game suspension? Okay, people that they want to come back and play their fucking.
You guys remember
team.
in South Park when they would cut the head off the chicken? They would just run around until like it landed on like for the economy. Like what? Oh, you get a bailout. That's exactly how the NFL suspension system works. They just cut a chicken's head off, throw it in a pit. Whatever it lands on is the fucking.
It's just a fucking joke. Oh, and by the way, a side note, Tony Busby, the guy that represented all these chicks that sued Deshaun or that in the Deshaun case, is also now representing the guy in Alvin Kamara's case, the guy that Alvin Kamara beat the shit out of.
I saw.
Tony Busby is fucking scum, and like I even no matter which side you are on this thing, like you listen to that guy, and he is like lawyer. He still has like the pocket gel.
Dude, he is the Saul Goodman of the NFL for sure.
Dude,
he's better. Like he's better call Saul.
Yeah, dude, he is scummy as shit. So Houston's a win. Now, again, he at all of these games, Cincinnati, Baltimore, New Orleans, it depends on what Deshaun we get. Now, I think we're, again, from what I said earlier, I think we're going to get a Deshaun. I think Houston is a perfect warm-up game for Deshaun Watson. I'm glad he's not coming back against Cincinnati, because then I think we lose that game. I think if his first game is against Joe Burrow in Cincinnati,
in a building he's familiar with playing in.
Yeah, I just think that it's probably a loss. And it probably is a loss for Cleveland. But the fact that, we're coming back to Houston, he's played his whole career there. It's a winnable game. It's a very winnable game. I mean, they have no defense. So I think that we're going to get a somewhat warmed up Deshaun going into Cincinnati, Baltimore. So let's say we split. I don't think anybody. I said this a couple weeks ago. I don't think anybody in this division sweeps anybody. So if whatever I said earlier, I think if we beat Baltimore earlier, I think we lose to Baltimore. But I think we lose to Baltimore the first time and then beat Baltimore with Deshaun. Same with Cincinnati. And then I think we can beat New Orleans, beat Washington, and since we beat Pittsburgh earlier, so maybe we lose to Pittsburgh the first time and we beat them with Deshaun. But one of the two. But again, I don't think any team in the AFC North sweeps another AFC North team. I just don't.
You might beat Pittsburgh twice, because you might get lucky and be on the. You could be on the cusp of that quarterback change by week 3, and that it could be an unfamiliar guy. That's one thing I was thinking about with the Houston game too, and I'd love to hear you guys, because I know you guys know the answer to this. When can Deshaun start practicing with the team? Like, is it that week?
Yeah, November
4th of November. Yeah.
Okay, so he will actually get to do some
practice.
He's not going to come into because I was imagining he would just be walking off the street and warming up.
So the way it was working is, if he would have gotten the indefinite suspension, he had to leave that moment. Had to be back. He couldn't come back into the building until he was reinstated and fully brought back into the NFL. He had just had to leave. But since he is getting a numbered game suspension, he can come back halfway through the suspension. So like 5 weeks into the suspension, he's able to come back in, practice, be with the team. And so again, I think that's huge. I mean, like he's not just coming, like you said, he's not coming in week 12 to practice and he's got to just like catch up, before the Houston game. Because again, I think that could be a loss even if it's Houston. Like you're getting a guy that's just figuring it out. You never know what the fuck's going to happen.
Yeah.
But the fact that he's going to be practicing and like he knows who he's playing week 13. And he's going to be practicing and practicing. And today they said he's running the scout squad. The whole time he's out, he's going to lead the scout squad until like he has to leave, the facility. Yeah. So, I think it's going to be to our benefit that he gets to practice.
I think that Houston's going to be his best game of the year. I think that he comes out really hot, lights it, really torches Houston. And we might see something again in Washington, but I think we see some of those growing pains coming back into the league those coming weeks after. I got us finishing 8-9. I hope for more. Obviously, it will upset me slightly to finish the same record as our last record with Baker, but I think all the things considered, I think 8-9 would be a pretty solid season for us.
I think 9 wins.
9.
Yeah, I think we're gonna win 9 games. That's what I think.
I hope so.
I tell you,
I got you guys written down for 7.
Yeah,
I think 9's our ceiling and 7 would be our floor. I don't think we're losing any more than, or we're not losing any less.
I
than
will
7
tell
games.
you that. I think Deshaun is going to come back slow. It's going to be rusty. We will win the Houston game. I don't think it'll be some lights out performance by Watson that does it for us, though. But we'll get the win there. But what I do think is going to happen, a preview of coming attractions, that final game in Pittsburgh, we spank the Steelers handedly. We play angry.
40,
and then
50.
Next year, look the fuck out.
Yeah, we coming for you.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not looking for a Super Bowl this year. This year is I just want them to look competitive. So all the people out there who are like, oh, like the fucking season's over, like the season hasn't even started yet. Like, what the fuck do you mean the season's over? Like we literally have the number one easiest schedule for the first 5 weeks, or 6 weeks or something like that. Like in the rating schedules, or we have the number one easiest first half schedule. So it's like. We literally can't have it more lined up for us to at least fucking keep our heads above water. I mean, we're not coming out here and playing fucking division winners, right off the bat.
I don't think the first 7 teams you guys played made the playoffs last year. So I mean,
it's a pretty good start. I mean, you can't ask for much more to have, in the situation we're in. So
absolutely.
We'll see. But, that's so the AFC North, I think we can, 3 of us, I think are the Bengals. And we got fucking our Raven fan up there. They're 12-5. Like I said, you were Lamar fucking Inman for the rest of until they, when do they have, when can they officially not win? Would they have to go 12 and would it be 12-5? Would that be what it'd be? So they'd have to lose 6 games for them not to win 12. So yeah. I will start calling. I won't call you Lamar Inman on the show, but there's going to be times on Instagram and just in everyday life that you are fucking Lamar Inman from here on out. So just because, but the AFC, what were you going to say?
I would say we really need to go back and get those records that we project for everybody.
Yeah, well, we need to start.
I'll grab them for sure.
Yeah, we need to quit being 8-up fucks. Like we just shoot shows and forget about the past.
Yeah, dude, what did we say?
Yeah, and we had so much. Look, I knew we were going to kind of go over, and we're not going to sit here for 2 hours and do that to you guys. We had a lot of shit that I wish we could have gotten to today.
Let me put this up.
Yeah. So before we go, we do have, but this is one that we have to get to.
Yeah,
we have to get to. If you guys didn't watch, last week we said we needed to get more MMA, or a couple weeks ago, whatever. This last weekend was, to me, I people say shit like this all the time and kind of like over exaggerate. I think this was the craziest UFC knockout I have ever seen in my life. I think this is number one. I don't think I've ever seen something, just because of the situation. I mean, this guy was 50 seconds away from, he looked defeated. He was absolutely losing that fight. Yep. And this man, and I don't know if you've seen the clip going around Twitter of like the round by round breakdown of his coaches like getting in his ass, but like after the fourth round,
I have that video. Do
you have it?
See. I do.
Yeah. Well, okay. Let's watch.
Every time he came off to the side and then finally got him.
Okay. If we got the video, let's play that. And people watching at home, you can hear this.
Come on, man. What's wrong with you? You're too fucking down. You gotta pull the shit out of the fire. Come on, Leon, man. You got it, man. Come on. You got the shots. Come on, Leon. Let's go. Come on, it feels like that would be a moral victory for Leon Edwards.
That is not the cloth from which he is cut. I mean, that is
Never been so shocked in my life. Sincerely, out on the UFC.
So Andrew was here in town when this happened. We watched this live. Andrew was here in town. We haven't watched fights together in years. We got to watch this, and I'm telling you, like, we were all kind of like the Costa Rockhold fight was nice. You know, it was sloppy. It was just a fucking street brawl, basically. But like at the end of this fight, we're all kind of sitting there like on our phones, like, okay, like, yeah, Usman's about to grind for the next 50 seconds of just like he's gonna push him up against the cage. Like, this is what's gonna. And bro, when that kick got thrown, I mean, I actually took a picture of myself the moment the fucking knockout happened. I took a picture and sent it to my buddy Robbie, dude, because I didn't have words.
You look like a blow up doll for anybody who's just listening.
Oh shit! Keep that up.
You look like a child with his first fucking boner.
That is the moment the knockout happened. I opened my camera because my buddy Robbie, who somehow is always like fucking 3 seconds ahead of me, he's like, "Oh fuck," you know, like everybody's freaking out and texting me. I'm fucking like, dude, I didn't even know how to reply, so I just opened up my camera.
No words.
I had no words. I had no.
There wasn't any. I mean, Kamaru Usman dominated that fight for 4 minutes. Or I'm sorry, 4 rounds and 4 minutes and 4 seconds.
Hey, well, besides the first, let's not forget he did get taken down for the first time in his career.
He did. It was a nice takedown. But even then, Kamaru went on and took him down like what 3 or 4 times, I think.
Oh yeah,
following that takedown.
After that,
it was a dominating performance. There was no way if that fight finishes that Kamaru was not going to be the champ.
Dude, that's why the UFC is the fucking best, because anything can happen in the blink of an eye.
That was nuts.
Like, there's nothing in sports is like that, where a team that can be down that much can come back and win just like that.
Look at his face.
And I saw a video or a picture earlier of like how cold it was. So it's just kind of like an example of how cold this sport is. So it was like 2019 or it was 2020 was or it was either 2019 or 2020. It was Jorge Masvidal knocking out Ben Askren. So Ben Askren is out cold asleep. The next year, it's got Jorge Masvidal laid unconscious, out cold from Usman. And then 2022, Kamaru Usman, out cold. I mean, you can literally be on top of this sport. And I mean, Kamaru Usman was about to tie Anderson Silva's record.
Yep.
He is the most dominant champion in the UFC right now. John Jones has been away for a while now. And now he is, I mean, this is the most.
This was the number one pound for pound fighter.
Yeah,
this was number one.
This is the best KO picture you're ever going to get.
Ever. This is the most memeable thing I've seen in the UFC in probably, I don't know, 5,
this is my first
6
time
years.
seeing this picture.
Dude,
Oh, really? Dude. Just search on Twitter or whatever social media you prefer, Usman meme, and there's going to be millions.
Bro, it's honestly, it was amazing. And good for Leon Edwards.
Yeah.
Fucking Kingston, Jamaica, from Jamaica, heart of Jamaica, from Birmingham, fucking England, aka by the order of the goddamn Peaky Blinders. So we were big Leon fans here, and we were rooting for Leon. So it was good to see him throw a fucking Hail Mary kick. I mean, dude, like I said, if you need to reset, go back 2 minutes and look at my face. That's what fucking I have watched it. So I've rewatched the fight like 3 times. I just keep going back to ESPN Plus and just watching all 5 rounds.
That's so nuts.
So, but yeah, I mean, other than that, you know, there was a few other things that we won't really, you know, when I said we're not going to put you here for 2 hours. There was some shit that we can probably push till next week, but the AFC North was a big one. We knew we were going to do this today.
So, and then we'll do NFC North, right?
So we got NFC North too. So when do we have to do the double? Is that 2 weeks from now?
We could do NFC North and then AFC West next week, or we could just make it all AFC West and NFC West show for the final.
I feel like
just do a West mega show.
Yeah, let's just bang it out with the West at the end. Just because Andrew, you're going to be on the beach, like
right.
Yeah, let's try to make next week like our, you know, we'll we'll make it nice and easy for you, so you're not fucking, trying to break down 2 divisions. But yeah, so next week we'll get to the the NFC North. The lot less exciting than this one. So next week, don't expect as much fun analysts and analysis and shit.
I'll be
talking
tan,
whatever. Yeah. Well, Jack is going to try to get tan next week,
We'll see.
on vacation. So enjoy vacation. When do you leave?
tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Nice.
Oh, baby.
Today, when the show drops.
Oh, baby.
There
Will
you
you have a good time on vacation?
I'll be keeping our viewers updated on the Instagram. Don't worry.
Yes, sir. Like always, make sure that we're everywhere. We tell you every time, we are literally everywhere. We're on YouTube, we're on Apple, we're on Spotify, we're everywhere. So make sure that you subscribe, you hit the bell so you get notified whenever we drop. My man Stuart will make sure that we get fucking all your, the pieces of shit that don't watch full episodes. We get this broken down and segmented for you on our YouTube channel. And then the front office is going to be getting you clips per usual throughout the weekend. So we'll see you guys next week. This is Pop Culture Rehab. We love you. Kisses.
Nick, I'm getting you that blue lighter as a souvenir. Love you guys.